Please give me something to calm me down, 'cause I can't seem to hold it off. You're under my skin and I'm not ready to give. Please give me something to calm me down, 'cause I can't seem to hold it off. You're under my skin and I'm not ready to give in.
The fuse is lit and someone needs to stop it, not just watch it. Take our hands out of our pockets. How much do we want it? The fuse skips like the sparks in my veins. The latter stages of frustration making blood tick in my brain like tick tick. Time's nearly up. Toxin, there'll be nothing to salvage, nothing to count up, nothing to hope for, nothing but outrage. Things are volatile, we're close to detonation. Instead of walking away from the red mist, I'm inhaling.
Please give me something to calm me down, 'cause I can't seem to hold it off. You're under my skin and I'm not ready to give. Please give me something to calm me down, 'cause I can't seem to hold it off. You're under my skin and I'm not ready to give in.
Fists are clenched, nails cutting flesh. This has to last at least another night. It's not over yet. I'll fight for now with split knuckles and smooth over rough edges with sleepless.
The NBA season kicks into gear. A monstrously talented two-guard, Brandon Roy and the Portland Trail Blazers go up against the Boston Celtics and their drive and kick playmaker, Rajon Rondo. Trail Blazers, Celtics, coming right up.
A look from earlier at Brandon Roy, a key player to the Trailblazers' chances tonight. Welcome to Boston as the Celtics get ready to start this game off. The road trip for the Blazers ends here as they leave for Portland right after the game. They're coming into this one with a victory just last night.
One thing you started to see shape up was how well they were shooting from the field. And I think that's always a function of ball movement and shot selection. They are tough to beat when they shoot with that confidence.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Miller and Roy are in the backcourt. Aldridge and Camby up front, and Batum. And for the Celtics, Rondo and Allen make up the backcourt. Kevin Garnett and Shaquille O'Neal in the middle, and Pierce. Now it's sent it down to Doris Burke, who is able to catch up with Coach Doc Rivers.
Yeah, Kevin, he had high praise for the defense they're facing, calling them about as smart in that department as any team they'll see all year long. So he's planning to throw a few new wrinkles into their offensive scheme and use that unpredictability to their advantage. Let's see what they have in mind for all of us.
Thanks, Doris. Clark, so much for advanced scouting.
Sometimes that's a false prophecy, though, and you have to adjust to what the other team is coming out and running.
Blazers, Clark, are really the opposite of run and gun. They like to slow it down. One of the slowest paces in the NBA.
Well, actually, they were the league's slowest paced team, Kevin, last season. It makes sense, though, if you look at their roster.
And he puts it down with authority. Spike slam Cam for another angle.
Great D leads to easy offense.
Here's Miller. Playing New Jersey, he was nearly unstoppable. Paul Pierce, the 10th pick in the 1998 draft, and what a great selection, Clark, for the Boston Celtics.
You know, Kevin, from day one, it appeared as though Paul Pierce played as if he had something to prove, and he's proven that he's a Hall of Famer. He's one of the great players in Boston Celtics history.
Here's Aldridge. Kept alive. Tries to keep it alive.
When someone's being that careless and sloppy with the ball, they're begging for it to be taken. Kevin, you know, I love that. Finishing strong.
For a backcourt player, Clark, he looks right at home, driving to the hoop. Boy with it. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Nets in New Jersey. Aldridge with a screen on Rondo. Miller, the pass to Aldridge. Back to Miller. Over Garnett. We've seen a quick start here for the Celtics. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
You know, Kevin, I think it sort of came down to the fact they did not have to deal with a lot of pressure from the defense they were facing. Had they been up against a good defense, it could have easily been a different story.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team. Here on the 2K leaderboard are the rebounding leaders from a season ago. You look at Camby, one of the game's best, second in the league.
How about if we just call them the top glass eaters? They gobble up those rebounds, and some guys just have a knack for being able to do that.
Miller outside. He's picked up by Rondo. Aldridge backing in. Rondo against Miller to end the drought, and it's laid up and in.
Finally able to get one down after starting off missing their first three. That's definitely not the start they wanted.
Outside Rondo. Allen for the three, and it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Allen's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Roy against Allen. Roy dishes to Aldridge. Back to Roy. Batum got a hand on it.
With that, they find themselves missing on 4 of their first 5 shot attempts. That's not a good start. Actually, it's a bad start for them.
Here's Garnett. So it's Portland now, trailing by 10. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
You know, so often you sometimes want to discount early fouls, but anytime you can get fouls drawn early on key players, that can make an enormous difference down the stretch. And they did a good job of that.
Garnett left side.
It's hard to make a pinpoint pass from that far away. He couldn't get a hold of it.
And Batum kicks to Roy. Scooped up to the wing. Right side Aldridge. Miller outside. Lets loose for a three. And it's Paul Pierce with the rebound. Celtics on offense. They're on a 12-4 run right now.
Got a great jump on the ball there, Kevin.
Roy against Pierce. Left side Roy. Another miss by Roy. One aspect of the Celtics game that has been so strong of late is Clark, their defense. And, you know, they tied the Lakers for 5th best defensive efficiency in the NBA last season. I mean, they've been good for a long time on defense, and they carried that through again last year.
Well, when you've been as good as they have been, you know that's where you need to be solid on a consistent basis to win a championship. When you have Pierce on the outside and Garnett clogging up the middle, it gets very difficult to score points on the Celtics.
And now our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, has some info for us. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kevin, the addition of Jermaine O'Neal could be an important one for the Celtics. Last season, in the finals, they faltered when Kendrick Perkins injured his knee. Now, as he makes his return from knee surgery, they'll need O'Neal to play well if they're to make another deep run. Back to you guys.
We'll see how it plays out. Thanks, Doris. Clark, go back to the Celtics defense a second. You also need to mention Rondo hounding guards outside.
Without question, Kevin. And with his pressure, he is good for about 2 steals a game, deflections, disruption, frustration. I mean, he does all of that from his point guard position. And I always think it starts at the point of attack, and there's nobody better than Rondo at making it tough for opposing guards.
Boston making some changes. Jermaine O'Neal is checked in for Shaq. Davis comes in for Kevin Garnett. And Marquise Daniels has subbed in for Ray Allen. Greg Oden, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Fernandez comes in for Nicholas Batum. Through contact and a whistle, and he'll go to the line. They get Jermaine O'Neal. The first one falls. Some changes for Boston. Wafers checked in, and Nate Robinson is subbed in for Rajon Rondo.